Guten Morgen. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jakob Ludwig Grimm, and this is my brother.
Wilhelm Karl Grimm, formerly students at the University of Marburg, but most recently,
Fellow denizens of the road.
brother adventurers and explorers.
Or, as our parents like to call us, vagabonds.
And why do we waste our time traveling about Germany?
It is not to see the great cities.
It's not to visit famous historic sites.
No, we are seeking out tiny little villages.
Conversing with the common folk.
And what is it we're searching for?
What do we hope to find?
Folk tales.
You see, for centuries throughout the land, grandmothers have passed on to children tales of wicked witches, fairy godmothers, and big bad wolves.
And we know just how popular all of these folk tales are. As a matter of fact, everyone in this room has probably heard of many of them. Who here can tell me the name of the beautiful princess who lived in the forest with 7 dwarves? What's her name? Snow White. That is correct.
Now, who remembers the name of the ragged housemaid who went to the royal ball with the help of her fairy godmother? Cinderella, that's right.
And can everybody yell out the name of the princess who pricked her finger on a spindle and slept for 100 years? Sleeping Beauty, that is right. Now, we are writing down all of these tales so that 100 years from now, they will not be forgotten.
Of course, not all the tales we've written down are about beautiful princesses living happily ever after.
No, in our travels throughout Germany and the lands thereabout, we've encountered many tales about average, everyday, common folk.
Like the one we heard recently in Bavaria.
Oh, yes, now that was a new one for me.
We'd been tramping from town to town to town, and I'd worn holes in the soles of my shoes. At length, we came to a little town in the hills of Bavaria.
A town that was renowned among Bavarians for its very fine shoes.
Everyone there wore extremely nice footwear.
And my brother was able to purchase a pair of extremely well-made shoes.
Very, very comfortable.
Which surprised us, because among Germans, Bavaria is thought of as...
Well, most of us choose not to think of Bavaria at all.
But the folks in this Bavarian town were very, very proud of their fine footwear. Without much coaxing, we convinced them to tell us the tale of how their town became so renowned, and of the shoemaker who started it all.
Which tale we now will tell to you.
Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes, helping us do what Bavarians do. Bavarian people are people like you. Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes.
I am Frog Baker. I bake you things to eat. What keeps me stepping lively? The answer's on my feet. Running about the kitchen to bake the things for you. I'd slip and bust my cookies without the proper shoe.
Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes, helping us do what Bavarians do. Bavarian people are people like you. Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes.
I am little Ava from the town near home, serving thirsty German folks winter, spring, and fall. Filling all those beer steins keeps me on my feet. Without the proper footwear, I might not be so sweet.
Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes, helping us do what Bavarians do. Bavarian people are people like you. Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes.
I work my mighty muscles up there in the hills. Scaling mighty mountaintops is how I get my thrills. Without the proper boots on, I just might lose my grip. Alvinas and good night. I take a nasty trip.
Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes, helping us do what Bavarians do. Bavarian people are people like you. Bavarian people, Bavarian shoes. Here is Herr SHOEMAKER and his wife, the Fräulein. They were
I finished one pair of shoes, and look, I still have enough leather cup to make another.
Now, if only someone would walk through that door and buy them.
It's nearly Christmas, dear. People are buying toys for presents, not something as practical as shoes.
Well, surely someone in town will need a new pair now that winter has come.
Speaking of winter, haven't we any more wood for the fire?
That's the last of it. Here, put on your scarf.
Dear, your hands are nearly frozen.
When I put on my gloves, I'll be fine.
I'm sorry, dear. This isn't exactly what I promised you when you said you'd marry me.
Am I complaining? When we sell these shoes, we'll have enough money to buy some more firewood and a big fat goose for our holiday dinner.
And just what will we cook our big fat goose in? I had to sell the pot to buy the leather to make those shoes.
And beautiful shoes they are.
You're just saying that to cheer me up.
Nonsense. I have a feeling our next customer will fall in love with them. Why, any second that door will open and in will walk our salvation. Then again, maybe not.
At that moment, into the shop walked the shoemaker's nasty, greedy, dishonest, and very superstitious landlord.
Herr Miser! Merry Christmas, sir.
And just what do you have to be merry about? Your rent is a month past due, and you haven't a penny to your name.
True, but we do have a very kind, very understanding, very patient landlord.
Well, my patience is about to run out. On Christmas Eve, to be exact. If you don't have the rent money in my hand by then, you're out on the street.
Oh, but Herr Miser, it's bad luck to evict people on Christmas Eve.
Bad luck, you say? I had not heard that.
Oh, well, it's true. To evict someone on Christmas Eve is as bad as breaking a dozen mirrors or having 24 black cats run in front of you.
Oh, no, very well, very well. If you do not have the rent money in my hand by the 23rd, you're out on the street.
But the 23rd is only a few days from now. How can I possibly have all the rent money by then?
You're a shoemaker. Sell some shoes.
But I gave you all the shoes I had in payment for last month's rent. All I have left is this one pair.
Well, those don't look so bad. I'll take those and deduct their value from this month's rent.
And where am I to get the rest of the money?
You'll have plenty of leather there to make more. Sell those.
Herr Miser, isn't there anything that can be done to make you change your mind?
Well, dear, now I'll handle this. Herr Miser, the money from the sale of one pair of shoes will not cover the rent.
You should have thought of that before you decided to become a shoemaker. Now, wrap those up for me, boy. I have better things to do than stand here and discuss your debts.
Yes, Herr.
I know, my dear. You think I'm so cold and heartless. I'm so misunderstood. If only someone would take the time to really get to know me and understand me, she would find that underneath this suave, sophisticated, successful exterior, I'm really, really a very nice fellow.
Herr Miser, I don't see why you should care what I think.
Don't you?
Well, I'm only a shoemaker's wife while you're a successful businessman. We're worlds apart.
True, but I'm finding my world is so lonely. I've always had luck making a buck, but lately my luck has waned. Collecting on bills no longer thrills. The solution, it's perfectly plain. You would be lucky for me. You'd be my lucky charm. With all I've amassed, I'm still lacking class. But with someone like you on my arm, everyone would see that I'm owed my due. Yes, you'd be lucky for me, and I'd be lucky for you. I would be lucky for you. You could own this whole town with all that I earn. on hairdos and hats and a gown. Feast on fricassee. Not this cobbler stew. Yes, you'd be lucky for me. And I'd be lucky for you. You'd have a healthy portion of my wealth and fortune, plus my stocks and my interest. Oh, I have lots of interest. And for those sweet confections, a taste of your affection is all you need to invest. Lucky for you. How could you disagree? So I sadly lament the overdue rent when you could make out here for free. Leave that pauper spouse and buy a proper house, a comfy chateau. I could buy one, you know, if I were your beau. You'd have money to blow. Life would be a shopping spree. Yes, I'd be lucky for you. And you'd be lucky for me.
In the world than money.
True, my dear. Food happens to be one of them. Unfortunately, it's quite difficult to get one without the other. What a pity that such a fine woman such as yourself should have to live this way. Oh, well, I guess that's what you get for marrying a poor cobbler. Oh, you're back, poor cobbler. Are my shoes wrapped?
Here they are, sir. Now, I'm sure you need to be on your way. A fine gentleman such as yourself must have more important things to do.
Indeed I do. But I'll be back on the 23rd for the rent.
That man is the meanest, nastiest, most hateful human being I've ever met.
And unfortunately, he happens to be right. It is a shame that you have to live like this. It's a shame that you married a failure.
Stop that. Never say that again. We'll never get out of this mess if you don't start having some faith in yourself.
Do you still have faith in me?
Of course I do. But I'm not the shoemaker.
Unfortunately, I'm not much of one either. Starlight, star bright. First star that I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. If I believed in miracles, I'd ask for one now. Little star, though you seem far, would you help somehow? She's been so patient, but she deserves more. My starlight prayer.
And so the Shoemakers went to bed that night thinking no one had heard their prayers. But someone must have. For the next morning, when Herr Shoemaker awoke and entered the shop to finish the final pair of shoes, he was quite surprised by what he found there.
What? Good morning. Did you sleep at all last night? No, I know you don't want to talk about it, but there's something I want to say to you. No, please, dear, let me finish. I know I probably hurt your feelings with what I said last night, but you have to have more faith in yourself and really start to push yourself.
Look!
Those are the most beautiful shoes you've ever made. They may be the most beautiful shoes I've ever seen. Dear, I'm so impressed, getting up so early and being so industrious.
I just got up 5 minutes ago.
Wow, industrious and fast.
But I'm not. I didn't make these.
Well, of course you did. I saw you cut out the leather yesterday.
But I didn't sew it together. How could I? Look at how close together the stitching is. My fingers would have to be tiny to do work like that. Dear, did you?
Of course not. Wait. I've always heard that sometimes when people are very worried about something, some people do things in their sleep.
Walk. They walk in their sleep, dear. They don't make designer footwear.
Well, then if you didn't make these shoes, what in the world is happening here?
What was happening was that the Shoemaker's troubles were about to come to an end. For at that very moment, a family of happy holiday shoppers entered their humble abode.
Good morning, folks. How can I help you today?
Take me to the toy shop now!
Don't mind him. He won't bite.
It's not the teeth I'm worried about.
Would you like to buy your little boy some new shoes?
Only if you have a pair in cement. Actually, I'm here for myself. These shoes are brand new, but they have a hole in the top of them. Oh, how did that happen?
Papa, hurry up!
Why don't you take a guess? So you would like a new pair of shoes to replace these old ones? Oh, you are quick. With a keen intellect like that, it's no wonder you're a cobbler.
Well, as you can see, we're nearly sold out of everything due to the big holiday rush.
What?
Shh. But we do have one pair left.
Oh, my. They are nice. What do you think, Pauline?
I hate them!
Thank you, Pauline.
Well, I suppose they are right for Bavarian shoes.
Look at that stitching. You made these yourself? Well, I didn't.
He didn't go to bed last night until he had finished carefully cutting each piece of leather that went into the making of these fine shoes.
You mean you made these since last night? Not exactly.
Stop, dear, stop being so modest. Just stop it right now. Aren't they beautiful?
Indeed, but are they comfortable?
Oh, for goodness sake, just try them on and see. Papa, hurry up! You don't?
Well, they look very nice. How do they feel?
Nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes! They feel wonderful! A veritable feast for my tootsies.
They are truly shoes fit for a lord.
So they are.
Tell me, Shoemaker, what is this? Perfect shoe with the perfect fit. Look at me sliding across the floor. My little toes are screaming out for more. My blood is pumping and I'm having a ball. Wrap them up, hey, I'll take them off. Your little shop is gonna be a success when everybody sees just how my feet are dressed. 'Cause these shoes, they got soul. And these shoes are rock and roll. And these shoes are out of sight. Many shoes could dance all night. Come on, Shoemaker, where you been? Hiding gold mines from your friends. Who'd have thought you could be a hit? Show a man with $1 million fit. My feet are pumping and I've lost control. Little man, you are on a roll. Sign the shoes here, use my pen. So all of us can say that we knew you would win. 'Cause these shoes, they got soul. These shoes, rock and roll. And these shoes are out of sight. And these shoes, it's all right. These shoes, they got soul. These shoes are rock and roll. And these shoes are out of sight. And these shoes, these are the most magnificent shoes in the world. How much do I owe you?
Well, usually...
What would you usually pay for a pair of the most magnificent shoes in the world?
Oh, let's see. Well, would this be enough? What?
What could be more reasonable?
I want to commission you to make all of my shoes from now on.
If they're that good, I want a pair for Christmas.
You do make lady shoes as well?
Oh, his lady shoes are even nicer.
And make a pair for my wife, too. Let's see, lady shoes do cost more, don't they?
I'm afraid they do.
Oh, Rudolph, and order a pair for my mother as well.
And make a pair for her mother. Better make those extra large. What is wrong with him now?
What's the matter? Well, everybody's getting new shoes but me. You want some new shoes, Precious? I want some boots. Rudolph, he wants boots.
I'd like to give him the boot.
Rudolph, he's your own flesh and blood.
I know. Rub my face in it. Can you make my boy a pair of very soft boots?
Of course he can.
Now, we'll need these by Christmas.
Christmas? But that's only a few days from now.
You made this pair since last night. Surely you can make 4 more by Christmas.
My husband can do whatever he sets his mind and hands to doing.
Wonderful. So how much do I owe you? Oh, just take the entire purse. Oh!
Bob, hurry up! I want to go to the toy shop now!
Then go! Please!
Come along, Precious.
If there isn't enough gold there to cover my bill, tell my servants when they come to fetch my order, and they'll give you more.
Well, thank you, sir. And may you have the merriest Christmas ever.
Rudolph, Papa!
Actually, I'd settle for a quiet one.
The rent! Now we can pay the rent, buy a goose for Christmas, and a new pot to cook it in.
This is terrible.
No, it's a miracle.
Aren't you forgetting just one tiny detail? I didn't make those shoes. I don't think I can make a pair that fine, much less 4 pair by Christmas.
Of course you can. We'll go buy the leather right now, and you'll get right to work.
And so off the shoemakers went to buy the leather to make the shoes. That night, Herr Schumacher didn't go to bed until he had cut out enough leather to complete all 4 pairs. The next morning, Herr Schumacher woke very, very early, for he wasn't sure he could complete the orders in just a few days. When he entered the shop, he was greeted by another surprise.
Oh no. It's happening again. Dear! Honey! Sweetheart!
What's the matter?
Look!
Oh my gosh.
Something spooky is happening here.
Something spooky and wonderful. Wonderful for the shoemakers. Not only were the shoes mysteriously finished, but on his way home, the Lord told everyone about his wonderful new purchase.
Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes?
Are these them right there?
The stitching is so neat.
Beautiful.
They feel good on my feet.
I bet they do.
Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes?
Very nice. I bet you're proud to be the first one to own those. Now, he told 2 lords, and each of them told 2 lords, and each of them told 2 lords, and so on and so on and so on. That day, orders poured in from all over Bavaria. Prepaid orders.
They all want the shoes my husband makes. They all want the shoes my husband makes. There's such a great demand from all across the land. They all want the shoes my husband makes.
Look at all of these orders, and I'm not the one making the shoes.
No one has to know that.
They're going to find out sooner or later, and then what?
Don't worry about it now.
Don't worry about it now, she says.
Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes? No. Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes? They look so very fine, and goodness how they shine. Have you seen the shoes Schumacher makes? Nothing's up in the mountains. And all the finest people are wearing them.
Do you think you can make me some mountain climbing boots?
You better hurry up and get in line.
Oh, you're right, I better.
We must have the shoes Schumacher makes. We must have the shoes Schumacher makes. You simply cannot lose when you wear his shoes. We must have the shoes Schumacher makes. We must have the shoes Schumacher makes.
The shoemaker toiled away, cutting the leather for all the shoes people were ordering, and went to bed late that night, exhausted. The next morning, when he woke up,
Yes, there is definitely something spooky going on here.
but what? At that moment, their mean, nasty, and did I mention superstitious landlord entered.
Merry Christmas! Now, pay the rent or get out of my... Oh, what do we have here?
Shoes.
I can see that, but there are so many.
Our business is doing very well.
Since when?
Since 2 days ago?
Are you trying to tell me that he made all of these?
He's a shoemaker, isn't he?
I don't believe it.
I told you someone would get suspicious.
All right, what is going on here?
Why should you care? You've come for the rent money and we have it for you.
I'm still the owner of this building and I demand to know what is going on.
Well, we were just trying to figure that out ourselves. You see, 2 days ago when I awoke, I came in here and found a fine pair of new shoes on my workbench. Yesterday I awoke and found 4 pair. 10 minutes ago we awoke and found all of those.
Oh, no.
What's the matter, Herr Miser?
Poltergeists.
What?
The poltergeists. Ghosts.
Oh, Herr Miser. Surely a grown man such as yourself doesn't believe in ghosts. Do you?
Don't say things like that. It makes them very, very angry.
Herr Miser, be reasonable.
They can hear everything we say.
Herr Miser, calm down. Take some deep breaths. Here, I have just the thing to cheer you up. Not only do we have this month's rent for you, we have the rent for the entire new year.
Where did you get all this gold?
We've been receiving orders from across the land.
As my wife said, the business is doing very well.
You mean you're selling haunted shoes?
Haunted shoes?
You can keep that. I don't want your haunted gold. And here, take this as well.
But this is the deed
That's
to the
right.
shop.
I don't want to own a haunted building. Make shoes out of black magic if you want, but I'll have no part of it. Now, let me out of here before the poltergeists come back and get me.
Oh, Herr Miser, be reasonable. Even if there were such a thing as ghosts, they'd only come after someone who's evil and twisted. Someone who's beaten and bullied people all of his miserable life. On second thought, I'd get going if I were you.
I don't believe
He
this.
gave you the deed to the shop. It's ours. Now we can live happily ever after.
No.
Why do you always have to be so negative?
Because I'm not the one making the shoes. Someone or something else is. Oh dear, you don't think that he could be right, do you?
Herr Miser, right about something?
That's a scary thought, I know, but what if the shop really is haunted?
Then I'd say the ghost really likes us.
But we can't expect to wake up every morning and find the place filled with new shoes. We have to get to the bottom of this.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Stay up all night and see who or what is making these shoes.
All right, I'll cut out some leather and I'll put it here on the bench, the same as I have every other night. And then we'll hide behind those curtains, watch, and see what happens.
Good idea.
And so that's just what the shoemaker and his wife did. That night, all was silent and still in the shop. Then, just before the stroke of midnight,
I'm about to freeze my little elf bottom off. Then stop complaining and get your little elf bottom inside. Oh, it's very warm in here. Oh, it is tonight. Look, he put more wood on the fire. Let me at it. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. Keep your voice down. We don't want to wake them.
I don't care. If it weren't for hard work, they couldn't afford wood for the fire.
But we have to keep our identity secret. Well, that's the first rule of elfdom.
All right, I'll keep quiet. I'll stretch on toward this cozy fire and take a long winter nap.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, look, he's left more leather out for shoes.
Oh, let him make them. I'm tired.
Have you even read the Elf Handbook?
No.
Well, on page 3, it says that whenever an elf takes advantage of one's hospitality, he has to grant that someone a wish.
Oh, but we did grant his wish. He wanted to be a successful businessman, and thanks to our working really hard these past few nights, he is. So tonight, we can take it easy.
Oh, no!
Yes.
We're still taking advantage of his hospitality by coming in here tonight from the cold, and obviously he wishes that these shoes be made, or he wouldn't have left the leather out like this. So come on, we're wasting precious time.
No, I'm napping.
Oh, Tuck!
Oh, snip.
What kind of an elf are you?
A tired one.
Elves don't get tired. Well, we're full of energy. We like to dance and sing and skip and frolic.
Well, you nap yourself out, buddy. I'm pooping.
That's the cuckoo clock, of course.
What do you think of that noisy thing?
Well, it's been here all along. You just haven't noticed because we've been so busy.
How am I supposed to sleep with all that noise?
You're not! Now, come on. Let's get to work. Listen to the sound of the cuckoo song, and you'll be inclined to sing along. It's cheery, beep, beep, beep. We'll chase off thoughts of sleep. For joining in his melody. Listen to the sound of the tick-tick-tock coming from the cuckoo's wooden clock, and soon you'll find your feet busy tapping to the beat, listening to the sound of the cuckoo clock.
I want to sleep, and I find his sleeps rude and quite outrageous.
But out of bed, you'll find instead his song is quite contagious. You won't be blue if you cuckoo too, just like the wooden birdie.
Oh, I don't know. I find his growl just a little nerdy.
Oh, listen to the sound of the cuckoo clock. Listen to the sound of the cuckoo clock. We'll hide ourselves from view. Use a magic to make shoes. Listening to the sound of the cuckoo clock. Oh. Working to the sound of the cuckoo clock, hammering to the steady tick-tick-tock. We're busy little elves, filling empty shelves. Though our chore might seem a grind, why do we have cause to mind? Working to the sound of the cuckoo song, helps the time to merrily speed along until the break of day. Our work seems just like play, working to the sound of the cuckoo song.
The cuckoo bird looks quite absurd. His song is really silly. Well,
If you sing along, you won't go wrong, as time flies willy-nilly. Working to the cuckoo clock, having to the tick-tick-tock, while others choose to snooze. We're busy making shoes, working to the sound of the cuckoo clock.
The elves worked all through the night making more shoes. And at the first light of dawn, they hurried off. The shoemakers were dumbfounded when they learned who was really making the shoes.
You haven't spoken all morning.
I'm dumbfounded. While we have been sleeping at night, little elves in rags have been sneaking inside here to sew shoes together.
And I thought Herr Miser was crazy for thinking ghosts were doing it.
Dear, we need to do something for those little fellows to show our appreciation. Maybe if we gave them a gift of some sort.
But what do you give an elf?
I don't know.
That's a really hard one.
Something
I
to
think
eat?
we should ask the audience about this.
Let's ask them.
What would you give an elf?
Food? Clothes? Clothes. That's a good idea. They're coming in here to keep warm.
Oh, you saw how they were about to freeze their little elf bottoms off.
That's good, but wait. Where do you get clothes that small? Do you go to an elf clothing store? Where will we get them then?
Make them.
Make them? We should make... Good idea.
Good idea, thanks.
Thanks.
And so straightway they bought fine material of green, red, and blue and began making tiny hats, tiny breeches, jackets, and shoes. Just the kind of clothing every little elf dreams of. Little did the shoemakers know, but their superstitious yet curious former landlord, Herr Miser, had been spying on them.
Aha!
Herr Miser!
And just what do we have here? Could it be elf clothes? And you led me to believe that my shop was haunted.
Don't you mean our shop? You gave us the deed.
Only because you convinced me that the shoes were being made by ghosts.
Oh, no. You brought up the ghost first.
Silence! I demand that you give me back the deed to my shop. You preyed upon my cautious nature.
That's right. You are cautious. And you should continue to be cautious. You never know how the elves might react to you. They might cast an evil spell on
Step
you.
a sock in it, sister. Everyone knows that elves don't cast evil spells. They sing and dance and frolic and jump about and skip and are merry. And most important, they bring you good luck. Why? If they could do all of this for a couple of miserable failures such as yourselves, just think of what they could do for someone like me.
But they only grant wishes of those who have offered them some hospitality.
And I have been very hospitable to them.
You? How?
It was I who first owned this shop the first night they came in here seeking refuge. It should have been my wish they granted.
Oh, dear, he's right.
What are you going to do?
I presume that you're expecting them back here tonight.
I expect
My
so.
plan is that we shall sequester ourselves in the back room. When the elves are safely inside, we will reveal ourselves, and I will demand that they obey my commands.
And so the Shoemakers and their evil, nasty landlord hid themselves in the back room of the shop. That night, at the stroke of midnight, just as they had done every night that week, the elves crept into the shoe shop.
Freezing out there.
Oh!
Oh, that's better.
Come on, Snip. Looking for my skipping and dancing and frolicking.
Why? Huh?
What? We're elves, aren't we? Besides, I'm full of the holiday spirit. Oh, no.
Wow, what is it? Wow!
Great threads.
They must have seen us.
But how they're always asleep when we're here? Oh, what is it? I don't hear anyone snoring.
Do you know what this means? Oh, according to the laws of elfdom, whenever a mortal becomes aware of our existence, it means we must leave and never come back. Oh, come on, Tuck.
Oh, but Snip, oh, can't we at least take these clothes to wear? It's always so cold out there.
No, there's no time for that.
Now, come on, we must go before they discover us.
Not so fast. You'd be disobeying your own law if you didn't grant my wish.
Who's that?
I am the owner of this building.
The former owner? You gave me the deed.
And you can keep it. When I'm through with these two little fellows, I won't need this flea trap.
Well, if the Shoemaker owns the shop, why should we grant your wish?
Because it was I who owned this building the first night you came in here seeking refuge. It should have been my wish you granted.
He's right, Snip. We have to grant his wish. Herr Miser, be careful what you wish for.
Silence! I don't need your advice. I know exactly what I want. I want to travel the world and visit far-off exotic places. Everywhere that I go, I want people to stand back in awe and say in amazement, "Wow, would you look at him?"
Oh, yeah.
I want to shake the dust of this crummy little town off of my feet and never set foot here again.
That's your wish?
That is my wish.
Did you hear that, Snip?
Oh, I heard it, Tuck.
Well, sir, the only way that wish can be granted for you is for you to have some magic shoes.
Magic shoes? And these will grant my wish?
Yes, if you wear these shoes, you will travel all over the world.
Oh, you'll go to far-off and exotic places.
Everywhere you go, people will look at you in awe and say,
Hey, wow! Look at him!
in these shoes, you'll shake the dust of this town off your feet.
And never come here again. And never come here again.
Why isn't anything happening?
Oh, Snip, I think we need some help.
Oh, good idea.
Hey, could you help us
to do is to take your thumbs and put them in your ears like this.
Very good, everybody. Now wriggle your fingers like this. Everybody, yes, good.
Okay, now, please repeat after me, okay? Eeny, meeny, miny, ho.
Hi-dee-ho. Old hair miser
Old hair miser
wants to go.
wants to go. Why don't we take it from the top, Tuck?
Okay.
Really loud. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, ho. Old hair miser wants to go. Oh,
Very
that's so
good, everybody.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
Everybody help us out here.
Eeny, meeny, miny, ho. Old hair miser wants to go.
What's happening?
I believe you're shaking the dust from your feet.
But I can't stop.
I'm sorry you didn't mention stopping in your wish.
Help!
Oh, look at him.
And now it's time for you to go to far off and exotic places.
Oh, no.
And never come here again. Wow! That was one which I was very happy to grant, but we really must go. Well, it's unlawful for us to mingle with mere mortals.
Wait, before you leave, please. Take these clothes with you as a gift from us.
It's so cold out, and this is the least we can do for you after all you've done for
The
us.
very least.
Please! It's highly unusual for elves to accept gifts, but... Well, there's no law against it! Oh, wow!
Let's try them on.
Hey,
Thank you!
what's the matter?
Well, now that the elves are leaving, I'll have to fill all the orders for shoes myself.
Isn't that why you became a shoemaker?
Yes, but no one wanted the shoes I was making. Face the facts, they like the elf shoes.
Stop comparing yourself to others. You can do whatever you set your mind and hands to doing. Well, besides, think of all we have now. We have a booming business, a shop of our own.
And we could lose it all if people don't buy my shoes.
We'll worry about that when it happens. If it happens. And even if it does happen, you won't lose everything.
I won't?
I'm not planning on going anywhere. Are you?
No, never.
The shoemaker's business continued to thrive and prosper.
His shoes became famous all over Bavaria. Tell me, why did Mr. Schumacher's fortune turn around so?
Well, the elves, they certainly had something to do with it.
Yes, but what was important was the lesson he learned that holiday season.